Good evening to all and welcome to the session, the Hindu Editorial Analysis for Proficiency in English. Today's editorial is all about a particular related to monsoon, related to natural disaster, calamity. Let us start the session with the question, what is this about? This editorial discusses the recent heavy rainfall and its consequences in southern Tamil Nadu, particularly in districts like Tuticorin, Tirunelveli, Tenkasi, and Kanyakumari, all these places. The editorial highlights the challenges faced by the region, including damage to infrastructure, an important word, disruption of transportation, disrupt means interrupt, and the impact on the local population. Obviously, whenever there is a natural disaster, the impact is on infrastructure and disruption of transportation, specifically in this context, and impact on local population. What is the tone of this editorial? The tone of the editorial is concerned. Natural disaster, obviously, concern has to be there. Concerned and critical. Some lapses on the part of the government officials based on that critical. And also the prediction also not timely, not precise. The editorial expresses concern over the recent heavy rainfall and its consequences in southern Tamil Nadu, highlighting the challenges faced by the region. Challenges in some forms, infrastructure, population, property, all these. How does it start? Turbulence in South. The word turbulence, part of speech noun, violent or unsteady movement of air or water or of some other fluid, one meaning. But in this context, a state of conflict or confusion, some sort of disturbance. Generally, we use this word turbulence. If you're flying, then you experience turbulence. And you can also think of the word disturbance. Turbulence in south. They should have used in the south because before the directions, we have to use a definite article the in the south. On the heavy rain in southern Tamil Nadu, weather forecasting and preparedness. There are two dimensions over here. One is weather forecast. The other one, preparedness, whether prepared or not prepared. But what is the main idea of this editorial? India must ensure, again, must goes with grammar, personal obligation, or to convey the idea something is compulsory, must ensure better cohesion. An important word means what? Of objects, the state of sticking together, being one entity, of people also being in close agreement and working well together. Cohesion, cohesive, they have used another word form. Coherence, I tell students it goes with writing skill. India must ensure better cohesion among agencies during disasters. Different agencies have to work together. Only then, during disasters, only then we can avoid or prevent the damage, or we can mitigate the damage or the negative impact. Now, what exactly happened in the month of December? December has been a month of turbulence, has been a month, present perfect, a month of turbulence for Tamil Nadu. Just when the northern parts of the state, Chennai and neighboring districts, were recovering from Cyclone Mishong that crossed the coast 2 weeks ago, they were recovering. Then what happened in the northern region? Recovering. That time, the southern parts, especially Tuticorin, Tirunelveli, Tenkasi, and Kanyakumari districts, were battered by. Whenever we talk about heavy rains, we use the word batter. Batter means what? Strike repeatedly with hard blows. Were battered by extremely heavy rainfall. Were hit by extremely heavy rainfall over Sunday to early Monday. Look at this expression. Over Sunday to early Monday, they were battered. What could be the reason attributed to upper air circulation? There's one important word, attribute, part of speech verb, and batter also a regular verb, attribute also a regular verb. Regard something as being caused by. Generally, I tell students, tomorrow you get success, you get the job on the stage, you're giving a speech, then you may say, I attribute my success to my parents. That means what? Regard something as being caused by. They are behind your success, then you say, I attribute my success to my parents. Attributed takes a preposition to, obviously. Attributed to upper air circulation, 39 places registered extremely heavy rainfall. A rain above 21 centimeters in 24 hours. That is extremely heavy rainfall. Extremely heavy rainfall, we use two idioms. One is to rain cats and dogs, one. To rain in torrents, another idiom. Both you have to remember. We have got many a time. It talks about Kayal Pattinam in Tuticorin recorded a whopping 95 centimeters. Whopping means what? Very large. 95 centimeters, while eight other places recorded over 50 centimeters in the same period. Statistical data. The entire weather activity was considered a freak. I usually give this the example. Imagine we have five fingers. If someone has the sixth finger, that is considered a freak. Freak has many meanings. Freak out means to enjoy a lot. Freak out on music, freak out on something, freak out over the weekends. But freak, it can be a noun, it can be an adjective. He is a freak. Freak occurrence, here it is an adjective. A very unusual and unexpected event or situation, obviously. Freak occurrence in the ongoing northeast monsoon. Now, whatever they are experiencing, it is called northeast monsoon or retreating monsoon. One is southwest monsoon, the first one. The second one, northeast or retreating monsoon. The impact of that. Nearly 4 million people have been very badly affected. Have been affected. Which tense is that? Present perfect passive voice. Nearly 4 million people have been very badly affected, as pointed out by Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in his letter to the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. So it is again about how many people got affected. 4 million. The Tamirabharani River even saw a flow of 1.5 lakh cubic feet per second, Q6, another rarity. All these talk about rare phenomena, one or two or three, not one, two, three. A rare, another rarity. Even though the exact data on human loss has not yet been ascertained, ascertain again we have got many a time to find out or learn with certainty, to confirm something. Even though the exact data on human loss hasn't yet been ascertained, the tally means what? A current score or amount, the number. What another meaning? Agree or correspond. It does not tally. But what is a tally? Means number. The tally will be on the lower side. Means the number will be on the lower side. A train with about 800 passengers from Tiruchendur to Chennai was stopped, past tense passive voice, at the Shivaikuntam station because of the bad weather, because of the situation. Going by initial reports, the infrastructure. What comes under infrastructure? Roads, lines, canals, tanks, electric poles, and many houses. But generally, infrastructure, roads, transportation, housing, power, water. Now, education has also been included. Going by initial reports, the infrastructure, what comes under infrastructure based on the editorial, roads, rail lines, canals, tanks, and electric poles, and many houses, has taken a beating. Has taken a beating, an important idiom. Generally, it goes with someone's reputation, someone's image. We say his image has taken a beating, means got spoiled. Here, going by initial reports, the infrastructure, what has taken, why singular verb here? The infrastructure has taken a beating, means got damaged. While a number of ministers and senior officers are supervising relief operations, Governor R.N. Ravi quite intrigue, that's an important word. It means what? Arouse a curiosity or interest of. Another meaning, fascinate. Another meaning, the secret planning of something illicit or detrimental. Intrigue. Convened a meeting. Convene means gather, come or bring together for a meeting or activity. Convene a meeting, a standard combination. Not his usual thing. Convened a meeting of the heads of departments of the central government to discuss the operations. What does the second part of the editorial say? The event again raises questions. Rise, raise, we have got so many times, and rise intransitive and also irregular, raise transitive and regular. Event again raises what? Questions about weather forecasting and preparedness. Questions about weather forecasting. As I said, there are two dimensions one has to look at when it comes to natural disasters. One is in this context, based on cyclone weather forecast, very important. And the other one, preparedness, whether the government agencies prepared or not prepared. As enormity, enormity has two different meanings. One meaning we all know, enormous means what? Very great size or importance. But another meaning, an extremely evil act or the quality of being extremely evil. Generally, we don't say that. Enormous means huge, very great. As enormity of the rainfall caught the state by surprise. Caught by surprise, an important expression you have to remember. Questions have been asked, present perfect passive voice, why the meteorological department did not give any indication of its scale and coverage. Here, IMD, it has been questioned why the meteorological department did not give any indication regarding what? One is the scale, the magnitude, and coverage, to what extent it covers. But the department's line of defense, whenever a particular department is questioned, the department tries to defend. So, what is the line of defense? An important expression. But the department's line of defense is its warnings. Looks like the department gave warnings since December 14 of very heavy to extremely heavy rain for 3 days. So they gave a warning for 3 days, heavy to extremely heavy rains. That was a line of defense. But still, they have been questioned. Besides, in addition to, beside, next to, besides, in addition to. Besides, the country's weather forecasting system hasn't progressed, has not progressed, present perfect negative form, to the extent that exact amounts of rainfall with their precise locations can be predicted. We have a system, but the system has not reached a stage where they can talk about the extent, exact amounts of rainfall, one thing, and with the precise locations where exactly which area is going to experience heavy rainfall can be predicted. They're not able to predict, unfortunately. While this is understandable, the scientific community should work towards precise forecasting. Scientific community should work. They have to work on war footing towards what? Precise forecasting. Precise, we have got many a time. What does it mean? Precise means exact. More importantly, there's scope for closer coordination between every department and agency serving the people. One more thing we have to focus on, coordination between every department and agency serving the people. For instance, a better working relationship between the meteorology department and the railways would have ensured that the Tiruchendur train did not run. They did not coordinate with each other, and had they coordinated, something would have been stopped. A better working relationship between the meteorology department and the railways would have ensured, it did not happen, it's a past conditional, would have ensured that the Tiruchendur train did not run. Changes to the services of certain trains in the southern districts were made, again, past tense passive voice, were made only in a reactive rather than proactive way. Proactive, an important word. I always tell youngsters, once you take up your job at the workplace, you have to be proactive, not reactive. Proactive means what? Taking action by causing change and not only reacting to change when it happens. There are two ways of responding based on a situation. Usual response, you wait for something to happen. After that, you respond. But what is being proactive? Before something happens, based on the situation, you understand and you act and you try to prevent something. That is being proactive. A more cohesive working arrangement among different agencies can have a mitigating effect. So, how does the editorial end? A more cohesive, again, working together, working arrangement among different agencies more than two. So the writer has used among different agencies can have a mitigating effect. Mitigate, we have got so many times, To lessen in force or intensity, or wrath means damage, grief, harshness, or pain. Moderate something, alleviate, assuage, all these words. That's all about this editorial, easy to comprehend. And because I have done so many editorials based on monsoon, these natural disasters, should not be that difficult. Let us see how you're going to handle questions based on comprehension, reading comprehension skill. Question number one: which districts in southern Tamil Nadu were particularly affected by the heavy rainfall? So, what are the districts mentioned in the editorial? You have to choose the districts. How many districts? I think four districts have been mentioned. What are the four districts? Tuticorin, Tirunelveli, Tenkasi, and Kanyakumari. Answer is B. Very good. What was the reason attributed to the heavy rainfall in southern Tamil Nadu? In southern Tamil Nadu, do remember all the keywords you have to focus on. Cyclone Mishong, upper air circulation, northeast monsoon, low pressure system. I have used another expression for northeast monsoon. Question number two: upper air circulation. Immediately after the damage, the editorial mentions the reason: upper air circulation, attributed. According to the editorial, what is the estimated number of people very badly affected by the heavy rainfall? How many people got badly affected? Not, no, no, actually, upper air circulation, actual reason. Immediately the editorial says the reason upper air circulation. 3D, 4 million mentioned in the passage. Editorial. What is the editorial stance or stand on weather forecasting and preparedness? Two key words. What does the editorial say about weather forecasting and preparedness? Highly praising the meteorological department? No. Editorial is critical. Urging for improvements in precise forecasting? You can consider this. Suggesting that the weather forecast was accurate? No. Advocating for reduced reliance on weather forecast? No. So, what is the answer here? Urging for improvements in precise forecasting. Precise, exact. How much and where? They have to be precise. What does the editorial suggest about the changes made to certain train services during the heavy rainfall? They made some changes. What does the editorial suggest about the changes? They were made in proactive manner. They were made in a reactive manner. They had no impact on transportation. They were unnecessary. The writer uses two words, proactive, reactive. They were not made on a proactive manner. No, 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 no. Answer is not A. They were. What does the editorial suggest about the changes made to certain train services during the heavy rainfall? They were made in a reactive manner. Okay, what does the editorial suggest about the changes made? No, here answer is B, not A. Here they should be made in a proactive manner. I think you are looking at the word suggest and trying to answer. We are talking about the past, not the future. Had it been about the future, they should have been made or they should be made in a proactive manner. But here they were made, past context, they were made in a reactive manner. The editorial says they were made in a reactive manner. They should have been made in a proactive manner. Answer question number 5, B, not A. They were not made in a proactive manner. Look at the tense. They were made in a reactive manner. So, based on that, the editorial says they should be made in a proactive manner. Answer is B, not A. That's all for today. Thanks for being with me. I think I've done very fast. Only 19 minutes. Usually I spend 25 minutes. Strange. Anyhow, thanks for being with me till the fag end of the session. I will see you guys tomorrow. Do remember to subscribe and share. Thank you.